Okay, so strain energy, right? We'll see from beginning. So strain energy is nothing but if you apply a load on the structure, apply load on the structure, it undergo deformations due to which some work will be done on the structure and it stores in the material. Whenever the load is released, the strain energy will work back and structure takes its original shape. Okay, this is the strain energy actually. If you apply some load on the structure, it undergo deformation. So the load into deformations will give you work done. The work done will be stored in the form of energy. The same energy will be useful for getting back that structure whenever you release the load. Okay, by releasing the load, the structure has to be come back. So how it will come back? Somebody should work on that for coming back also. So whatever energy is stored within the material, that energy will be useful for getting back that structure into its original shape. Okay, that is strain energy. Whatever energy is stored within the material, that is strain energy. For linear elements, like this, if you apply a force P, axial force P like this, suppose element length is L and cross section is A, the element will undergo deformation like this, delta L. So you know what is stress? Stress is P by A, and strain also you know, that is delta L by L. If you apply a load and if you draw a load versus deformation diagram, it will be straight line because we are applying load within elastic limit. So the area covered under this curve gives you the work done or strain energy U. It is represented by symbol U. So now U equal to half into P into delta L. That is equal to, you can write like this, half into P by A into A delta L by L into L. That means half into P by A, already you know, that is stress, delta L by L strain, A into L is volume. So in this material, the specialty of this bar is everywhere in the cross section, stress is constant everywhere. Stress constant everywhere of the particle. And suppose area is constant throughout the length, of course, at all cross sections, stress will be same. That's why directly we are writing here strain energy equal to half into stress into strain into volume. But this is not the case in the case of beams. If you see in beams, suppose if you take a simply supported beam like this, By application of load, what happens? It undergoes, suppose let us take this is cross section, some rectangular cross section. So it undergo, outermost fibers will have maximum stress, and at neutral axis there is no stress at all. So this is compressive stress, this is tensile stress, middle no stress, and section to section also stress will vary because let us assume it is L by 2, L by 2 and P by 2, P by 2. If you take a section here, XX section at a distance of X, bending moment equal to P by 2 into X. That means bending moment is not constant. Bending moment varies with X, and also stress is depending on, you know, M by I into Y. See now, M is P by 2 into X by I into Y. Y means, suppose from neutral axis, suppose this is the distance Y. So at that level, stress is F. So stress is depending on Y as well. So finally, stress is depending on X as well as Y. You can see here X. X means location of the cross section. Y means location of the point of consideration from the neutral axis. So the distance of the point of consideration from the neutral axis Y. So stress in beams, in case of beams, stress is depending on X as well as Y. Suppose in case of linear bars, as previous case, no dependency on X, no dependency on Y. Directly we could write here strain energy equal to half into stress into strain into volume. But in this case, in beam case, that is not possible. It is depending on X as well as Y. That's why we need to derive some expression, I mean, strain energy expression for this separately. Suppose I will exaggerate this cross section. Suppose this is the cross section. This is the neutral axis. Stress variation is like this. Let us take a differential area dA here, which is y distance from neutral axis. This is neutral axis, and here stress is F. Okay. Now here element also you take dx length. Dx length we are taking. In dx length separately we are considering only that small dA at a distance of y. This one from neutral axis it is y distance. So finally we are taking very small element. That element is like this. The area of that element is dA and length of that element is how much? Dx. Small element we have taken. What is the volume of that element? Respond somebody. Volume how much? dA into?
dx.
dA into dx is the volume of that element. Observe carefully. We are taking only dx length. Dx also I will mark here. This one. At a distance of x, we are taking dx length. That element length is dx. And within the cross section, only dA area we are taking. So dA into dx is the volume. Now same principle we will apply to find strain energy. So strain energy equal to now, strain energy equal to, you know, very simple formula, half into stress into strain into volume. Volume is dA dx. But our intention is to find complete total energy, strain energy. For that, integrate over the area, then total area will cover, and integrate with respect to length L. So then complete energy we will get. So dA with respect to area and with respect to length, we are integrating to get total strain energy. Now you know half into, from theory of simple bending, you know m by I equal to f by y. From this, f equal to m by I into y. Substitute here, half into m by I into y. And one more thing, stress by strain equal to Young's modulus. So strain equal to what? F by E. This you can write like this also. Double integral. So instead of strain, half into stress into strain can be written as F by E into dA dx. Okay. Now 1 by 2e, keep it here, 1 by 2e. So f square is there here. F is m by I into y. F square means m by I into y whole square into dA dx. 1 by 2e m by I into y whole square dx, which is equal to, see, which is the here m by 2a is constant, sorry, m square by 2e I square is constant. Double integral of, this is over the length, this is over the area. What else is there here? Y square is there, dA dx. You know this term together, this y square dA over the area. So dA is elemental area into y square. Y is distance from neutral axis, that is double moment of area. Double moment of area from neutral axis is nothing but moment of inertia I. So which is equal to m square by 2e. Of course, m, one small mistake here. This integration, keep it outside because m is variable. That's why m is variable, because m is depending on x. So see here, m is depending on x. That's why it should be m should be within the integration. So integral over the length m square by 2e I square. This integral y square dA is nothing but I. So dx. So finally we get integral I square gets cancelled, m square by 2ei dx over the length. This is the strain energy expression. Okay. Finally we got this. U equal to m square by 2ei integral dx is the strain energy expression for beams. So for any beam, you can find strain energy. First, in this class, we will see how to find strain energy. In the organ doubts unte adagandi, strain energy ela expression vachindanedi. Integral m square 2e m square divided by 2ei dx. Indulo doubt unte adagandi.
Sir, integral of y square dA I అయింది, అది ఎలా ఒకసారి చెప్పరా?
అది యాక్చువల్ డెఫినేషన్ ఆఫ్ మూమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇనర్షియా. మనకు మూమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఏరియా, డబుల్ మూమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఏరియా అంటే మనము ఈ dA ఏదైతే ఉందో, ఈ dA కనిపిస్తుంది కదా మీకు, dA ని 2 సార్లు y తో మల్టిప్లై చేస్తే దానికి ఒక నేమ్ ఇచ్చామన్నమాట, I అని చెప్పేసి. అంటే ఇంటగ్రల్ dA y స్క్వేర్ అనే, అంటే ఒక క్రాస్ సెక్షన్ ప్రాపర్టీ అన్నమాట ఇది. ఒక క్రాస్ సెక్షన్ కనుక మనకు ఏరియా న్యూట్రల్ యాక్సిస్ దగ్గరగా ఉంటే కనుక ఈ క్వాంటిటీ తక్కువ వస్తుంది. న్యూట్రల్ యాక్సిస్ దూరంగా ఉంటే ఏరియా, సపోజ్ లైక్ దిస్, అంటే ఐ సెక్షన్ లాగా ఉందనుకో, ఫ్లేంజెస్ ఏరియా దూరంగా ఉంది కదా న్యూట్రల్ యాక్సిస్ కి, ఇప్పుడు దీనికి మూమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇనర్షియా ఎక్కువ వస్తుంది అనమాట. అంటే dA y స్క్వేర్ అనే దాన్ని మనము I అని డిఫైన్ చేస్తున్నాం అనమాట. ఇది డెఫినేషన్ ఆఫ్ మూమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇనర్షియా. నితీష్ అర్థమైందా?
అర్థమైంది సార్.
ఏరియాని 2 సార్లు మల్టిప్లై చేస్తున్నాం ఏది డిస్టెన్స్ తో, దాన్ని మనము మూమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇనర్షియా అంటాం అనమాట. అంటే ఇది క్రాస్ సెక్షన్ ప్రాపర్టీ అనమాట. ఇప్పుడు ఏరియా అనేది క్రాస్ సెక్షన్ ప్రాపర్టీ, మూమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇనర్షియా అనేది కూడా ఒక క్రాస్ సెక్షన్ ప్రాపర్టీ అన్నమాట. అంటే బీమ్స్ మనం థియరీ ఆఫ్ సింపుల్ బెండింగ్ లో దీని గురించి ఇంకా డీటెయిల్ గా వెళ్దాము. ప్రస్తుతానికి మనము డబుల్ మూమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఏరియా అనేది ఐ అని డెఫినేషన్ లాగా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. మళ్ళీ మనం థియరీ ఆఫ్ సింపుల్ బెండింగ్ లో దీని యొక్క ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ముఖ్యంగా అర్థమవుతుంది బాగా. నితీష్ క్లియర్ కదా?
ఎస్ సార్.
ఓకే, సో నీకు ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ అర్థమైపోయింది. యూ అనే యూకి ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ అర్థమైపోయింది. ఇంటెగ్రల్ m²/2ei dx. ఇంకేమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఎవరికైనా? డెరివేషన్ సింపులే కదా?
Yes, sir.
ఓకే అమ్మా, మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే మళ్ళీ అడగండి, పర్లేదు. సో నౌ వి విల్ సీ హౌ టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ strain energy for different beams. Okay, it is very important for gate point of view also. They may ask you to find strain energy for a particular beam for a given loading. Let us take one simple case. A cantilever is there like this. L is the length, A is the flexural rigidity, P is the load here. Okay, for this find strain energy stored in the beam. Strain energy stored in the beam. So we know strain energy equal to U, that is integral over the length m²/2ei into dx, which is equal to integral. Suppose if you take a section somewhere here from free end at x distance, now m is how much? Bending moment is how much? M equal to
P into X.
P into X. Px is the m square by 2ei dx, limits from x limits from 0 to L, which is equal to, see, p square is constant, 2ei is constant, integral x² dx 0 to L, which is equal to p square by 2ei x³ by 3 0 to L, that equal to p square L³ by 6ei. This is the strain energy. Strain energy for this beam is p square L³ by 6ei. Okay, so clear kada strain energy కనుక్కోవడం? ఓకే,
Yes, sir.
ఓకే, నోట్ చేసుకున్నారు. నెక్స్ట్ ప్రాబ్లం. మీరు ఏదైనా డౌట్ ఉన్నా లేకపోతే నోట్ చేసుకోకుండా నేను స్పీడ్గా వెళ్ళిపోతున్నా మీరు ఆపచ్చు అనమాట. ఓకే, అడగండి, హెసిటేట్ అవ్వద్దండి. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ a cantilever beam is there like this, carrying UDL W kilonewton per meter, L span EI. Find strain energy. U. Okay, now at a distance of x, what is m? M equal to
WX square by 2.
m equal to, see, W into x is the load, x by 2 is the centroidal distance. So centroid is there somewhere here at x by 2. So this is centroidal distance x by 2. W is load per meter length. So for x length, so per meter length W, for x meter length W into x is the load, central distance is x by 2 about that cross section. So that's why it is Wx square by 2 m. So U equal to integral 0 to L m square by 2ei dx, which is equal to integral 0 to L m square means Wx square by 2 whole square dx by 2ei, which equal to 1 by 2 EI constant, W square by 4 also constant, integral 0 to L x power 4 dx, that equal to 1 by 2 EI W square by 4 x power 5 by 5 integration 0 to L, which is equal to 1 by 8 EI W square L power 5 by 5, which is equal to W square L power 5 by 40 EI. So U equal to W square L power 5 by 40 EI. This is the strain energy stored in the beam. Okay. ఇంకేమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా దీంట్లో? నోట్ చేస్తున్నారు కదా? దీనికి అర్థమవుతుందమ్మా?
Yes, sir.
ఓకే. నెక్స్ట్, suppose if you have a cantilever with uniformly varying load like this, okay, L span EI, here W kilonewton per meter, here 0 at the end, free end. Okay, find strain energy. Okay, very simple. Now take a section here at x distance. Now here height will be, already you know, W into x by L, right? So now M calculation. What is M calculation? M equal to, you know, load into central distance. Load is triangle area, half into x is the width, height is W x by L. This is the load, and central distance you can mark actually from here to here. This is the central distance, which is x by 3. So which is equal to how much? W x cube by 6L. That is the bending moment M. Now strain energy U equal to integral 0 to L M square by 2EI dx, that equal to integral 0 to L M square W x cube by 6L whole square dx by 2EI, which is equal to, see here W square is constant, 2EI constant, 6L whole square means 36 L square, x power 6 will be there, x power 6 integration is x power 7 divided by 7, that means L power 7 divided by 7. So which is equal to W square L power 5 divided by, what is 2 into 7 into 36?
5.
How much?
Not 4, sir.
Emma?
504.
ఒకరు చెప్పండి.
504, sir.
504.
504, sir.
504 EI. Okay. So U equal to W square L power 5 by 504 EI. This is the strain energy in this beam. Similarly, we'll take one simply supported beam of point load P, L by 2, L by 2, EI constant. You know P by 2 is the reaction. Find strain energy. Okay. Now we'll take a section from one side x.
ఒక్కసారి ప్రీవియస్ స్లైడ్ పెట్టరా?
ఓకే చెప్పమా. రాసుకుంటున్నారమ్మా?
నోట్ చేయడానికి సార్.
ఓకే ఓకే
అంతే సార్.
అయిపోయిందా?
ఎస్ సార్.
Okay, ma'am. See here, bending moment is here. M at x, bending moment equal to how much? Simply p by 2 into x. Validity, this expression validity, valid only for x equal to 0 to L by 2 only. So after L by 2, bending moment expression will change. So that's why you should be very careful in writing this one, strain energy. So integral 0 to L by 2 only, M is px by 2 whole square dx by 2ei. So what about another portion? Another portion also exactly similar to this. Just put 2 multiplied by, okay, which is equal to 2 into p square by 4 is constant, 1 by 2ei also constant, then x square is there, integration is x cube by 3, limits 0 to L by 2. That equal to this 2 gets cancelled, p square by 4ei, here limits by applying this one, 1 by 3 anyway constant, x cube means L cube by 8, which equal to p square L cube by 24 4 96 EA. So strain energy equal to p square L cube by 96 EA. Okay, note just one. Okay, next, suppose if you have UDL, simply support UDL. W kilonewton per meter, L span EI. Find strain energy. Okay. So limit reactions are WL by 2, WL by 2. We'll see what is bending moment at x distance. X distance, M equal to WL by 2 into x minus WX square by 2 due to UDL. Okay, WL by 2 into x minus WX square by 2. Now strain energy U equal to integral, see validity 0 to L, not a problem. In between no point load is there, so 0 to L directly you can apply M square by 2ei dx, integral 0 to L M square WL by 2 x minus WX square by 2 whole square by 2ei dx, which is equal to, here W by 2 common you can take. Okay, if you take common, W square by 4 and 1 by 2ei, what else is there inside? 0 to L Lx minus x square, right? Lx minus x square whole square dx, which is equal to W square by 8ei integral 0 to L square x square plus x power 4 minus 2L x cube dx, which is equal to W square by 8ei integration L square into x cube by 3 plus x power 5 by 5 minus 2L x power 4 by 4 0 to L, which is equal to W square by 8EI. Substituting that, L4 by 5 by 3 plus L4 5 by 5 minus L4 5 by 2. So here W square L4 5 by EI into 1/8 of, here LCM is 30, 10 plus 6 minus 15, which is equal to 16 minus 15, 1. So W square L4 5 by 240 EI. This is the strain energy. Okay. So like this, for any beam you can work out strain energy.
Sir,
Chepma.
ఇక్కడ W x²/2 ఎందుకు వేస్తారు సార్? బెండింగ్ మూమెంట్ లో స్టార్టింగ్ ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్
W x square by 2 ఎందుకు వేసామనా? ఓకే,
x/2
ఇప్పుడు బెండింగ్ మూమెంట్ అంటే ఏంటమ్మా? ఇప్పుడు మనకి లోడ్ ఉంది కదా, ఏది ఈ లోడ్, వేరే కలర్ తీసుకుందాం. ఈ లోడ్ కనిపిస్తుంది కదమ్మా, ఇది పర్ మీటర్ కి W అన్నమాట. సో x మీటర్స్ కి ఎంత? W ఇంటూ x. సెంట్రల్ డిస్టెన్స్ ఎంత? x by 2.
x²/2.
x by 2. సో Wx ఇంటూ x by 2 ఏమవుతుంది?
x².
Wx square by 2. ఈ WL by 2 ఉంది కదమ్మా, ఆ WL by 2 ఇంటూ x, అది ఈ పాయింట్ లోడ్ వల్ల, రియాక్షన్ వల్ల. క్లియర్ కదమ్మా? ఓకే ఓకే. Note down some problems. Find strain energy for the following beams. Okay. Ten kilonewtons, 20 kilonewtons, 2 meter, EA equal to 10,000. So strain energy you will get in kilonewton meter, in units of kilonewton meter. Okay, work out that. Then ten kilonewton per meter, 4 meters, EA equal to 10,000. Then simply supported beam, 30 kilonewtons, 2 meters, EA equal to 8,000 kilonewton meter square. Next, fourth problem. (20 kilonewton per meter, 3 meter, EA equal to 8,000 kilonewton meter square. Next, fifth problem. Overhanging beam, 20 kilonewton per meter, 30 kilonewtons, 3 meters, 2 meters, EA equal to 5,000 kilonewton meter square. Then we do for this also. 6 meters, 8,000 kilonewton meter square. Here 12 kilonewton per meter at starting. Okay. Next. A couple is acting 20 kilonewton meter on 3 meters beam. 10,000 kilonewton meter square is the A value. A equal to, okay. Next. Central couple 30 kilonewton meter. 3 meter, 3 meter. A equal to 10,000. Okay. Next. 20 kilonewtons. 2 meter, 2 meter, 2 meter. A equal to 8,000 kilonewton meter square. One more problem I will give. Twenty kilonewtons, 10 kilonewton meter, 2 meter, 2 meter. A equal to 8,000 kilonewton meter square. So clear kada? ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ని వర్కౌట్ చేయండి. స్ట్రెయిన్ ఎనర్జీ కనిపెట్టాలి మీరు. ఫార్ములా మీకు తెలుసు, ఇంటెగ్రల్ m²/2a dx. సో కంప్లీట్ చేయండి, ఈవినింగ్ టెస్ట్ రాయండి. మీటింగ్ ఎండ్ అయిపోతుంది, మీరు ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే అడగండి ఇప్పుడే.
సార్ మార్నింగ్ మీరు ఇచ్చిన ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ లో ఒకటి మూమెంట్ తో ఉంది కదా సార్, అది ఎలా చేయాలి సార్?